Hello there, beautiful twin flames. I am Alexandra, an ascension coach affiliated with Twin Flames Universe. And today, as usual, we have our twin flame reading, a message from the divine masculine to the divine feminine at this point in time. We are looking at the overall energy that's happening in your connection, in your journey, and we are going to explore deeper how the divine masculine is awakening right now to your connection. So, divine feminines, be prepared for a new divine masculine emerging in this period of time, because truly and honestly, all of the things that you have been desiring in your relationship with the divine masculine starts to blossom, starts to manifest at this point in time. So this is a crucial time for you, divine feminine, on this journey. So let us begin the reading. The first thing that we feel, that I am feeling from the divine masculine at this time, is that the divine masculine starts to realize more of his spirituality and especially his empathic nature. With that, he realizes that a lot of the things that he has been feeling, maybe heaviness, maybe upsets or anger or these intense, like negative feelings, he's realizing that not all of them are his, which is quite, shocking for him because he has never seen himself as spiritual, as empathic, as, this kind of concepts that maybe he has heard from you or from, other places. So because of that, the divine masculine needs some time alone at this time. And this is why it's important for you as a divine feminine to not take the current period of silence like personally, like he doesn't like you or he doesn't love you, because he's in this space where he's figuring out, what's happening. It's kind of like his inner compass is, you know, not pointing as he's expecting anymore. And he's kind of starting like a dark night of the soul kind of feeling. And for you, divine feminine, like you know how it is to go through this process. Like since you're listening to this reading right now, you most likely have went through at least one of these periods of time. Since you are one with your divine masculine, you most probably are feeling this energy as well and this new level of awakening that's happening. So you're going through this process together. However, what's needed from you right now for the divine masculine to really go and explore his spiritual nature is for you, divine feminine, to hold space and let him kind of figure it out at this time. I know it might be tempting to reach out, offer support, give him encouragement of any kind, or try to give him like any, information about this. But don't do this unless the divine masculine is expressingly requesting that of you. Like if he's really asking you in person, in express 3D communication, hey, can you please help me with this? If he is not requesting that, just hold space and know that that's enough for you at this time. And the only thing that you need is for you to really focus on your own healing. because you focusing on your own healing will help the divine masculine really move through his feelings and his healing faster and faster, right? Because you're one. So therefore, your healing is not separate from his. Remember that, divine feminine. So as you're doing that, and as you're exploring these feelings, both you and your divine masculine, there is a shift happening here where the divine masculine gets in touch with his inner child, possibly for the first time in this awakened sense of like, oh, like I've been hurt as a child and I need to take care of myself and I need to look at this aspect of my life and heal at this time. This is the very first time possibly for a lot of divine masculines that they're more aware of their whole life and how their childhood and their, the way that their parents acted is all of these things, how they're impacting his life at this time. And because of that, he needs to be treated with a lot of gentleness. First of all, he needs to approach these places within himself with a lot of gentleness. On top of that, through his exploration of his inner child, the divine masculine can also connect deeper with his divine purpose. So the divine masculine is really going through an incredible awakening at this time. And right now, it's about him discovering himself. And as a divine feminine, you do have to trust that as he discovers himself, he will be able to recognize you and who you truly are. In this process, the divine masculine also starts to become very spiritually aware. And he starts to see synchronicities and starts to have spiritual experiences that you as a divine feminine have been aware of and have been very well accustomed to for a long time. For him, he starts to be very aware that, oh, like I'm seeing these 11s everywhere. What's happening? Maybe before he was seeing them, but he wasn't like consciously aware. And now he starts to become consciously aware of all of these weird coincidences, right? And for you, divine feminine, this is very familiar. Like you're very much aware and you understand what's happening. If you don't, that's okay. Like you're both in this space. But he is becoming very aware of this. And it's very important for him actually at this time that he's having these experiences because it's again part of his spiritual awakening, but there's also another side of these experiences that he starts to feel kind of afraid and freaked out about this, and again, I know like a lot of divine feminines have felt this way, when they first started to see these coincidences and they were like, what's happening, so he starts to feel like a lot of fear and uncertainty. And because of this, for some divine masculines, they are prone to even experiencing depression or paranoia because they feel quite overwhelmed by these experiences at this time. And again, if your divine masculine is in communication with you and is sharing with you about these things, you can offer him some comfort and some guidance and support. But again, only if he's inviting that in. It's important for you to not cross any boundaries or control your way into his soul at this time because he's so vulnerable. that if you do that, Divine Feminine, it will absolutely crush his trust in you. And this is very, very important. I see many Divine Feminines not knowing how to respect the boundaries of his, of the Divine Masculine. And because of that, the Divine Masculine has absolutely no trust in the Divine Feminine. So be very, very careful at this time, Divine Feminine, in how you approach your Divine Masculine, in how you approach interacting with him. And do your best to not allow your upsets to get into the way of your connection, because what you have to see here, that truly and honestly, you have to take responsibility for your inner work at this time. You cannot ever throw things on your twin flame and expect him to heal or do anything. That's not how the twin flame relationship works. And maybe you have done that in the past, and you can have compassion with yourself and understanding. But truly, you have to take a step back and love yourself and heal yourself as your twin flame is going through this process, as he's like awakening to the same things that you are as well. So here, before we go, I want to give a message of compassion. Have compassion with one another in this time. Have unconditional love, because it can be challenging for both of you to go through this time and to these challenges at this time. So have immense compassion and unconditional love with one another. Well, lovely twin flames, this is the reading for today. Don't forget to like this video, to comment if you feel like this message resonates, and to subscribe to this channel for more readings like this. Thank you so much for listening, and see you next time.